What's up, guys? I've been on the channel before. My name's Jacob Brumfield. Last time you saw me, we were at another regionals. What was that, Fort Wayne?
Yeah.
Yeah. This time we are in Kansas City, and right there, I got top 4. Yeah. This one was also expanded.
This guy started 2-0, and I told him, dude, you're making cut today.
I started 3-0.
Well, yeah, but I was saying it was after 2-0. Like, I told him, I said, dude, you're making cut today, and he's like, you just jinxed it.
Yep.
He made cut.
Okay, and then after I lay out my deck, I can go up through my matchups. But
yeah, totally.
It was Turbo Darkrai. Yeah, well, 2 of each Darkrai. Because they're both really good attackers. Evil Taw, because it's also a great attacker and it's really good in the mirror match, or even just another dark deck. Fright Knight, because that ability is also broken. It's too good and expanded, and its 60/60 snipe is too good. Probably my favorite card in the deck. This thing was amazing, and it's a 1-price swinger, so...
You freaked out Smiley with that thing too.
Yeah, it's on stream if you guys want to watch.
Yeah,
that
you
one.
can go find that on Twitch, like Collector's Catch stream or something.
Yeah, it was the round 8 match that I beat him in.
Yep, last round.
And then my last ones, I only ran 1 Shaman. I thought it was fine. I never needed 2, so yeah.
Seems good.
Those were the Pokemon. Supporters.
There we go.
4 Sycamore. Then Turbo stuff. And Colress, Getsus, AZ, 06, Lysander. This was the card that I played first turn every single time that I could. I really didn't care which deck I played. As long as I had like a Sycamore in or just anything to follow up the Getsus, I would play this, and that won me so many games. So
card is just so overpowered.
And expanded is, especially when you can Ultra Ball for a Hoopa, and then grab 2 Darkrai's and a Jirachi.
Yeah.
And then Jirachi for the Getsus. It's too bad. It's just too good.
It's too ridiculous.
Right. 2 Reverse Valley. Those are actually the only stadium I played. I've thought about Parallel City, but I think Reverse Valley is better. Just even that 10 little damage can add up in the end. So
it can help you hit 170s a lot easier.
Also, it can bounce the Silent Lab. Which is my biggest fear. So
Trainer's list, Silent Lab.
So it's mainly there just for the extra 10, but I think countering the Silent Labs was my biggest purpose. Next, 4 Trainer's Mail, 4 VS Seeker, 4 Ultra Ball. Pretty standard stuff for every deck. And this is what made the deck a lot more turbo. 4 Dark Patch. 4 Max Elixir.
There you go.
Heart and Soul the deck. In 1 turn of the, like in my first turn, I can usually get 5 or 6 energy.
Just a Dark Pulse just going crazy.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Last items. 2 Fury Belt and 1 Muscle Band. I originally had 3 Fighting Fury Belt, but I realized that with the Mew in play, and just like let's just say I even had regular Darkrai with Night Spear. You could put that on, Lysander up a Shaman and do 110 without the Stadium. Or if you had, let's say, like a counter Mew, he only has 50 HP. If you could charge up a Shaman with the Muscle Band, that's still 50. It just really helped out with some of the math at times to get those crucial knockouts. And the last items, Battle Compressor and Dowsing. I think 1 Battle Compressor was the perfect amount. It was just good. You can either pull your energies or 1-up supporters for later. And then Dowsing, I really prefer over Computer Search, because it gets you either your 5th Dark Patch, a 5th Max Elixir. It's just really key, and I think it came in handy. And then 12 basic darks.
Yep.
And that's it. Also, deck, it's really, really simple. It's a really easy build, and it's really consistent. It was really fun.
So, what was it like making it into cut for the first time?
Well, first time at a regionals, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Like, I need to cut like cities and stuff.
Yeah, I've only ever cut cities, so cutting a regionals, I guess the best moment is like it's very euphoric or it's very surreal. Like it didn't hit me quite right away, but when it did, I was just like, huh, yeah, but it's felt really good.
That's really awesome, man. You should be really proud of it. So, what were some of your better matchups and maybe some of your more difficult ones?
Okay, I can just name 3. I'll just say the big 3 players I named. I played were Kyle Haverland, Brandon Smiley, and Andrew Wamball. But I'll just go. My first 3 matches were easy. I wasn't worried about them. They were 3-0. They were both 2-0 sweeps. Like, I just 2-0'd my first 3 rounds, and I wasn't worried. It was Flare and Vespiquen, an Archie Stoice list, and then a Trevenant that was defensive with weakness policies and hammers. I wasn't as surprised as I thought about that, but yeah, my next round was against the man who won the whole thing. So I'm proud to say that he was my only loss in Swiss.
Like Connor.
Yeah, he was playing Night March. Just Night March with Gallade.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that was my tougher matchup, but it was definitely... I don't know quite how to word it, but it was just one of the more worrisome matchups. The first game, I won the first game in like 3 turns because I just kept sweeping and I had a Darkrai charged up and I was hitting the Pumpkaboos and I was actually sniping Joltix and I got like 4 prizes and he just called it.
Yeah.
And then game 2, I had dead hands, and game 3 I had a dead hand. So
yeah.
I think if game 2 kept going, or if I drew into a supporter, I would have won it because he got rid of all 4 puzzles on the first turn.
Yeah.
And I just think I could have come back and easily won. But,
oh yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, he even said himself that, you very easily could have won that match. I remember when we were talking to him.
Yeah, and the next round, I don't know the man's last name. His name was Jesse. That was an easy 2-0 win. Round 6 was probably my most awkward matchup. It was against an Evil Tall Maxis list. And we ended up going to a 1-1 tie. I won the first game. It wasn't a very handedly win. It was like back and forth trading prizes.
Yeah.
He very focused on the Fright Night Evil Tall, and I was more focused on my Darkrai's, and I guess that won it in the end because I was sniping the bench and then weakening him, getting them weaker and finishing them off. And then he beat me in the second game, but I think I had like 1 prize left and had it in game and next turn if he didn't get it. Yeah, so it was just very awkward in the fact that we were prize changing, keeping up in the prize change very equally.
Actually, sounds like a really good series, to be honest.
Oh, it was. It came down to, let's see, we only got through like the first 2 turns when they called time, so we had to go for the tie. Next round was against Andrew Wamball. He was the only other person. Let's see, how many times did I go to game 3? Yeah, I only went to game 3 3 times. I played Andrew Wamball next. He was playing Flareon Vespiquen. I easily won the first game. The second game, I think I got down to 2 prizes, and again had a game in hand, but he swept me and won it from an EX knockout. And then game 3, I was easily controlling the field, and I had 2 prizes left when they called time. And it honestly, I don't think it would have mattered what he did because I had plenty of energy on board, and I had at least 1 dark on everything on the field, and I had the Darkrai out, so if he tried to Lysander stall, it wouldn't have worked. And all he had left on he had 2 Flareons on the bench and a Vespiquen active, and he just said, yeah, there's nothing I can do, so he just gave me the win right there. Because, yeah, it was just, I would have easily hit anything else for the knockout. So I was 5-1-1 at that point. And for round 8, I was on the stream again, and it was between myself and Brandon Smiley, who was also running a Maxie's Evil Tall list. And we both knew that whoever won that was in top cut, so we couldn't agree to ID or anything like that, so we had to play it out. Let's see, game 1, I easily set up very quickly. He had nothing going for him. I had 3 Darkrai's out, and they were all fully charged up, and I just swept the field with him after in like not many turns. It was very quick. Game 2 was a little more awkward. I was keeping up in the race, and again, every time I lost, I had the game in hand, so they're all close. But he took it, and then game 3, I just swept him again. It wasn't even close. I had a dominant board state, and I was setting up quickly.
It's really good.
So yeah, and then top cut happened after I found out.
Yep. And so top 8, you played against Brandon Cantu.
Brandon Cantu, he was running Archie's Blastoise. In Swiss rounds, there were 2 Archie's Blastoise decks that were running around. Except they had Jolteon at their list, which really scared me because I only run all the basics.
Counter, yeah.
And I was questioning around and found out that he was only playing pure Blastoise. He didn't have the Jolteon, so that made me breathe easy. I easily beat him 2-0. He didn't get the Archies out both games, turn 1.
Yeah,
and
that's
when he
tough.
And when he did, I was able to Lysander out the Blastoise when he didn't have much energy on board, and he already had too much resources in his discard.
Yeah.
So he couldn't keep up. So I easily 2-0'd him there.
And then top 4, you went against Alex Hill.
Yeah, I'll just say about his match quickly. He was playing against the Toad Bats, and he was running Night March.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought it was going to be
Alex's top 8 match.
Yeah, people thought it was going to be the end of him, but he actually won it in probably the closest series I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, he actually, because his matchup he felt was so bad, he actually had this thing that he put on the side of the table that said funeral as a joke because his matchup was so bad, and then he won.
I was actually hoping to go up against Toad Bats because that's like it's a really strong matchup for me, but
It's a lot better than Night March,
yeah, it was Night March in the end, and it was just pure Night March without Gallon or
Yeah,
anything.
he didn't have anything like that, no.
But the thing that got me about his list is that he ran Mr. Mime.
Yeah.
So whenever I had a Darkrai, even if he had a Joltik on the bench, I was only able to knock out the active, which I think really helped him out in the end because I was only taking 1 prize at a time instead of 2 when I needed to. He ended up 2-0ing me, but they were both decent games. I will say this about the first game. I went first, and I got the Jirachi for the Getsis, played it. He opened up a lone Joltik too, and in his hand was a DCE, a Lampet, and 2 other useless cards that couldn't have been played. So he only had a Joltik on the field, and I had like 4 energy. And then I passed, and he top decked an Ultra Ball. And he Ultra Balled away like the Lampet and something else and set up, and then after that he beat me. That was easily the luckiest top deck ever.
That's crazy.
So I mean, you can't do anything about that. It's just luck.
It happens.
Yeah. So then game 2, yeah, he pretty much handily beat me. I mean, I was like keeping up some like with the prizes, but it was easily his game throughout the whole time. And yeah, I finished top 4. Got the mat.
Pretty awesome.
Got 2 boxes, but I already
Here's
opened
the one that's left, yep.
Yeah. And with 105 points?
I think it's 105, yeah. 105 is what I got for top 4.
So that was it.
So that's really awesome. So yeah, we're definitely pulling towards nationals now, and so we'll be doing some playtesting and all that stuff for Nats in a month. But again, I want to congratulate you, dude.
Thank you.
Really awesome what you did.
Thank you.
And so we'll be around. Definitely, you'll see more of us in playtesting. We'll do some streaming if we're able to. If not, we'll just record it and upload it. Definitely find some ways to do stuff like that. And yeah, that's it from Kansas City. Cheers.